History remembers kings. It remembers conquerors. It remembers presidents. But every once in a while, history remembers a dreamer. A person whose ideas outlive their lifetime. For Africa, that dreamer was Kwame Nkrumah. Welcome to the African Archive, where we uncover the people, events, and untold stories that shaped Africa's past and continue to influence its future. If you're passionate about African history, forgotten heroes, and the stories they never taught us in school, then you're in the right place. Today, we're exploring the extraordinary life of the man who led Ghana to independence and dedicated his life to one of the boldest ideas ever imagined: the unity of Africa. This is the story of Kwame Nkrumah. He was the man who led Ghana to independence, the first leader of a British colony in sub-Saharan Africa to successfully gain independence from colonial rule. But for Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana was never the final destination. It was only the beginning. His dream was much bigger. He wanted an Africa that spoke with one voice, defended itself as one people, and controlled its own future. But how did a boy from a small village become one of the most influential Africans of the 20th century? Kwame Nkrumah was born on the 21st September 1909 in the quiet village of Nkroful, in what was then the British colony of the Gold Coast. His mother, Elizabeth Nyineba, raised him with discipline, resilience, and ambition. Like millions of Africans living under colonial rule, young Nkrumah grew up in a land blessed with enormous wealth, but governed by foreign powers. As a young boy, he loved learning. He trained as a teacher, but deep inside, questions kept troubling him. Why should Africans remain strangers in their own land? Why should Europe decide Africa's future? Determined to find answers, Nkrumah traveled to the United States in 1935. Life there was far from comfortable. He worked as a waiter, cleaned dishes, and took on several odd jobs just to pay his tuition, while studying at Lincoln University and later the University of Pennsylvania. Those difficult years shaped his character. More importantly, they shaped his vision. He immersed himself in the writings of Marcus Garvey, W.E.B. Du Bois, and other Pan-African thinkers who believed that Africans, wherever they lived, shared a common destiny. The young teacher was becoming something much greater. He was becoming a revolutionary. After spending more than a decade abroad, Nkrumah returned home in 1947. The Gold Coast was changing. Across Africa, the desire for freedom was growing stronger. Nkrumah quickly emerged as one of its loudest voices. He believed independence should not be postponed. His message was simple: self-government now. In 1949, he founded the Convention People's Party, better known as the CPP. Unlike many politicians of his time, Nkrumah took his campaign directly to ordinary people. He spoke to cocoa farmers, railway workers, students, market women, dock workers, people who had never before felt represented by political leaders. His movement spread rapidly across the country. Alarmed by his popularity, the British colonial government arrested him in 1950 after he launched a campaign of non-violent resistance known as positive action. But prison only made him more popular. While still behind bars, his party won a landslide victory in the 1951 elections. The British had imprisoned the man. They could not imprison the movement. Nkrumah was released and became Prime Minister. Then came the moment that transformed not only Ghana, but the entire African continent. On the night of 6 March 1957, thousands gathered in Accra. As the Union Jack was lowered and the new Ghanaian flag rose into the night sky, Kwame Nkrumah declared, "At long last, the battle has ended. Ghana, your beloved country, is free forever." The whole of Africa was watching. If Ghana could achieve independence, perhaps every African nation could. Yet for Nkrumah, political independence was only the first step. He believed Ghana's freedom would mean very little if the rest of Africa remained under colonial rule. He famously declared, "The independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked with the total liberation of Africa." Those words became his life's mission. His government invested heavily in education, healthcare, roads, industries, and infrastructure. Projects like the Akosombo Dam and Tema Harbour symbolized his vision of a modern and industrialized Ghana. Beyond Ghana's borders, Nkrumah actively supported liberation movements, fighting for independence across the continent. His greatest dream was the creation of a United States of Africa. He believed that the borders created during colonial rule divided Africans and weakened the continent. A united Africa, he argued, would be economically stronger, politically independent, and capable of determining its own future without foreign interference. Many admired his vision, others believed it was too ambitious. The debate continues even today. While Nkrumah inspired millions across Africa, challenges at home began to grow. Economic difficulties emerged. The falling price of cocoa affected Ghana's economy. Massive development projects became increasingly expensive. Political opposition accused him of concentrating too much power in his own hands. Supporters saw a determined leader trying to build a nation. Critics saw an increasingly authoritarian government. Then, in February 1966, while Nkrumah was on a peace mission to Asia, Ghana's military seized power. His government had fallen. Unable to return home, he accepted exile in Guinea, where President Ahmed Sékou Touré welcomed him not as a refugee, but as a fellow African leader. Even in exile, Nkrumah refused to abandon his dream. He continued writing books and warning Africa about what he called neo-colonialism, a new form of foreign control, achieved not through soldiers, but through economic dependence and political influence. Kwame Nkrumah died in 1972, but his ideas did not. Today, every conversation about African unity, continental integration, and Pan-Africanism still echoes his vision. The African Union stands on foundations he helped lay. His speeches continue to inspire. His books are still read, and his dream remains unfinished. History may continue to debate his mistakes, but few can question his courage. Kwame Nkrumah did not simply ask what Ghana could become. He asked what Africa could become. Perhaps the answer to that question is still being written. More than half a century after his death, Kwame Nkrumah's vision continues to inspire debates across the continent. Do you think his dream of a united Africa is still possible today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this documentary and want to discover more untold stories about Africa's heroes, kingdoms, empires, and revolutions, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the African Archive, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new documentary. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this is the African Archive.